Hey there, Gemini. What's going on? Thank you for tuning in to the Inward Tarot. I am your reader, Chandra Bosley, and I'm so excited to bring this new moon reading to you. This is going to be for the new moon coming up on March 2nd, 2022. And I really thought that this would help, everybody to understand what a new moon is. And how it can affect you and your sign personally going forward. So this particular new moon that we have coming up is in Pisces. And that means something, and that's going to mean something to you. So what is a new moon? A new moon spiritually and energetically mean a time of new beginnings, a time of planting seeds and manifesting what we want going forward. This is about looking into our dreams. And with a new moon in Pisces that we're going to have, this is about using our imagination, tapping into our creativities and our spirituality, feeling, getting in touch with our sensitivities. This is deep desires. So what do we really want? How can we make our dreams come true? So that's what's going to be going for this new moon in Pisces. We're going to be really thinking about what we want. And this is going to be energy that's going to lead into the full moon coming in Virgo later on in the month in March. So this is what we're doing. New moon in Pisces, Gemini. Let's go, twins. Let's talk. So we're going to start off from the Moonology Oracle. We're going to get a base, a baseline card for your reading. I appreciate you. If this resonates with you, please like and subscribe and come back. I do all kinds of readings, or will be doing all kinds of readings. I just got the channel ramped back up, so I'm offering all kinds of readings coming up. And this is one of the versions, so let's go. New moon for Gemini. Overall, expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. Expect powerful change. I think, Gemini, your weekly reading talked about you've had drastic change in your life. You know what I'm saying? That's what's really been going on. And yeah, so this is really speaking to that energy still being over you right now. We have changes going on. You know what I'm saying? Things where you may have been comfortable before, but this is really uprooted, whatever energy is around you, Gemini. So with this new moon, we're still doing that, but this is changes working towards what you want now. Work towards what you want, Gemini. So let's start. This first slot right here is where are you right now. This is the card that's going to talk to that. The Page of Swords. Yeah, this is you, like, you're really trying to come up with new ways of how to communicate how you feel. Maybe it hasn't been clear before, but now you're ready for that. You're really ready to think about how you can show up in situations, and how you can speak to what you need, what others need. This is about Geminis. You're ruled by Mercury as well, and in a communicative way. This is about how you speak and how you talk with others, and get your ideas across. So this is where you're at now. You're really focusing on how can I speak and get these things out better. So what's influencing you right now? The Ace of Wands. Because you can't really advance. I feel like you can't advance in whatever it is you're trying to do until you get this clarity and let others know. I'm going through something. I just get that feeling like we're really changing, Gemini. This is something that like you're thinking about, you've contemplated it, and now how can I get others to understand that I've changed? Maybe you have different desires now, maybe in different wants and things like that, and you're like, I just want to do other things. And I need others to understand that. You know what I'm saying? And maybe to give you space to do that. It's expect powerful change. You know? So what have you released since the last new moon? The last new moon was February 1st in Aquarius. And even that is recognizing a time for like radical change. So since February 1st even, and before, you've already been thinking about, yo, I need to make changes. Like a complete overhaul of what I think about things, myself, and how I interact with others, how I speak with others. Yeah, this is, whew. Yeah, so that's what this is. So I got so far into that, it's hard to even, what have you released since then? Those changes, the Seven of Pentacles. This person is just the doing. Just the getting by. Gemini. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do that. I don't want to just do that anymore. You want to bring more energy into what you're doing. You're like, oh man, maybe you've been stuck in this wheel of not really getting things out that you want to do, not fully fulfilling everything that and you're like, man, I need to get this stuff out, right? And you've just been stuck, and you know that. And you're like, yep, it's time for even more change. And you're willing to release that energy of just stagnancy, of doing the old or doing the same. And it some of those things might fulfill you for a bit, just doing, and maybe it don't fulfill you at all. I feel like he's just doing to do. But you want to bring change to that. So you're releasing that energy. So what seeds are you ready to sow? Hermit energy. So more Virgo-ish energy. More of the planning, the practicality of doing things, bringing more structure, more order. You're trying to do that. Bring more order to where you're going in the future, instead of maybe just flying by the seat of your pants, doing whatever, however. You're willing to look out further, shine different light on the situation. Gemini, it's time. This isn't even a game at this point. I feel, because it's giving me urgency and it's giving me weight. That's what I'm feeling. Like we need to plant these seeds now. We need to take the time to bring order into what it is that we want to do. This is painstaking. This is looking inside internally and really going over what we want and then setting the boundaries with everybody else. This is what I want. And being very clear about that, not in any way that's around the back corner. That's not Gemini energy. Gemini energy is, really forward. But now this is a painstaking look at what you want going forward. This is your deep desires. What are you willing to make come true? And it is it's focused on the vocal side of you, the communication side of you, Gemini. We need that. So, how can I help my intentions grow? 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is putting in the work when we're thinking of it in terms of this type of reading. You have to put in the work, Gemini. It ain't, I just gotta sit, and just figure out how I'm gonna do this, but not really make any good solid moves, not really knowing what we want to do, not being clear, not bringing any energy. We're just doing things to do them, without, really giving everything the time that it needs spiritually, energetically. This is asking you to put it on the line, Gemini. Put it on the line. Put in the work necessary to make what you want grow. So, what can you rely on during this cycle? The 5 of Wands. This, and in terms of this reading, seeing Five of Wands, normally we're like, hey, this is this is a little chaotic, but this, or people battling each other, but this is about bringing your thoughts together. Taking what's chaotic and bringing it in with this good Virgo energy. Bringing it, like I said, that painstaking look. Taking all the looks that you may feel things are chaotic, or you may not know which direction. It could be multiple directions you want. You just haven't cleared it all up yet. It's all there thrown against the wall. You know what I'm saying? But you haven't really made any or got any clear movement on it. That's what we're needing now. We're talking about drastic change here, Gemini. You're in a season of change. Expect powerful change. We're moving, like I said, out of that new moon of Aquarius energy into the new moon in Pisces energy, which is asking you to clean up all that. All your emotional things you got going on. Get clarity on what you want and where you're trying to go. So let's see what the stars have to say about that. First, Aries, act. Aries got Aries. You know what I'm saying? It was in a different position, but the same thing. But I'm telling you not to act until you get all these chaotic thoughts out of the way and get them organized. But then bring it, Gemini. Then bring it. That 10 of Wands, and then this Aries energy don't play. So it's gonna act. Just saying, act on what it is. Once you put it up on the wall, you gotta organize. You got all your little sticky notes organized, and the strings and all the thumbtacks going in. Once you got all that ready, then we need to go. You know what I'm saying? This is next. 6th house sustainability. That 6th house good Virgo energy, man. I'm telling you. I am telling you. Gemini, this is change. This is change. This is your moment. If you was wondering if you ever had a moment or when you should do something, this new moon is asking for that right now. Nurture. Nurture what it is that you want. What is it? What is it, Gemini? My goodness. Because it's no longer a time to, wait. It's no longer a time to wait. It's a time to make things happen. And making things happen, planning and strategizing is making something happen. You're taking steps towards something. You don't climb Mount Everest on day one. You figure out you got to get your equipment together. What path are you taking up? All your safety gear, all that stuff. You got to get that good Virgo 6th house sustainability. In order for you to set a good foundation, you need to know where you're going first, Gemini. And get clear on that. That first thing that came out first. Get clear on what it is that you're trying to start. Alright, and one more. Page of Pentacles. Student. Basically, be a student right now. We're not asking you to talk right now, Gemini. We're asking you to study the situation. This is a time as things change and grow. We don't need that from you right now. We need a more introspective Gemini that is really focused on how can I create this verbally? How can I put this out and extend it to people, in a way that they enjoy and understand, and how I enjoy and understand. You get it, Gemini? That's where you're at. So really be imagining, use that energy of the new moon in Pisces, while you're in this state of trying to get it all together and planning and knowing you got to bring a whole bunch of you got to bring hard work this time. This ain't just going to show. You're going to put in some work this time, Gemini. While you're going through this change, you're going to be having to put in some work. So thank you, Gemini, for showing up. If you like this reading, please like and subscribe. And come back next time. We got a weekly reading coming up here in a few days. It's going to get posted for you guys. So thank you, Gemini, and I will see you next time.